This is 60 Seconds of Science, brought to you by DuPont Pioneer. Research is showing that planting soybeans early in the spring translates to higher yields because the plants convert sunlight in the optimum time of year. In a 2-year study at 9 research sites in the Midwest, agronomists evaluated planting in late April and early May compared to later planting dates. Johnathan is one of those agronomists based in York, Nebraska.
It's been one of the strongest correlations that we've seen on those operations that are able to achieve higher yields consistently year in, year out. That's really relative to the year. Obviously, we have to look at the soil conditions and soil temperatures, but a lot of times that has tended to fall into the last week of April to first week of May timeframe.
Sunlight seems to be the most important factor.
Targeting as much canopy development as we can prior to the longest days of the year. We start flowering around the summer solstice, which is in that third week of June time frame, and we want to be able to have as much canopy out there to be able to capture as much sunlight during those longest days of the year as we possibly can in order to turn that sunlight energy into energy that can be put into reproductive stages in a soybean plant, so ultimately driving seed development and growth.
Secondary, but still important, is weed control.
One of the other things we see, too, with that earlier canopy development is the ability for those plants to really outcompete weeds as well to help on the weed management side.
But Profiter says early planting requires good management and seed treatments to achieve germination and growth in less than optimum soil temperatures.
Manage those more like we do with a intensive corn situation, we can really tease a lot more yield out of those. You're still going to benefit from the early planting dates as long as we're utilizing good quality seed treatments that are available on the market today.
The science says early planting with good stewardship will likely result in higher yields. Listen to other podcasts dedicated to research in the Delta and Southeast growing regions. This has been 60 Seconds of Science, brought to you by DuPont Pioneer.